is Law for Community Workers, Spotlight On, the Shortcut series podcast for community and health workers produced by Legal Aid New South Wales. My name is Pauline and I'm from the Community Legal Education branch here in Legal Aid, and we would like to acknowledge that our podcast is recorded on Aboriginal land and pay our respects to elders past and present. Always was, always will be. Today, we are shining the spotlight on the Refern Legal Centre Police Accountability Practice.
Thanks for having me on the show. My name's Samantha Lee from Refern Legal Centre. I'm the Senior Solicitor within the Police Accountability Practice at Refern.
What do you like most about your job?
There are many aspects to my job, but what I particularly like is providing advice to clients who have had a pretty bad experience sometimes with police, and also working on a systemic law issue to try and initiate change on the ground.
Thank you, Sam. So what service does the Police Accountability Practice provide, and can you tell us what a typical case would be for you?
The practice provides a number of services, mainly a free advice service for anyone living in New South Wales in regards to a problem they may have or had with police. Our main focus in the practice has to do with police behaviour, such as the use of force, failure to investigate, overstepping police powers in many different ways. But we also provide advice in criminal law, but just in summary offences, which are low-level criminal offences. But what people may not know is that our unit provides advice in administrative law issues as well. That may include access to information from government departments and privacy issues. So it's quite a broad unit. In addition to that, we also undertake some law reform, focusing on systemic issues that having to do with police behaviour.
So that's a lot of issues covered in the one unit. Who would your target clients be, and what eligibilities are there for people to access the service?
Our target clients are people who are, I guess, from socially disadvantaged backgrounds. However, our service is available to anyone across New South Wales. There is an eligibility criteria, and that being that the incident to do with police must have occurred within the last 6 years. Anything over that time, then we can't provide advice about. And also the incident must have occurred in New South Wales.
Excellent. What would be the best way for a community worker to make a referral to you, or can people contact your service themselves?
In relation to professionals making a warm referral, they can contact me directly if they have my email address, or they can contact Refern Legal Centre by sending an email through our website. If they go to rlc.org.au, and they can fill in a little form on the line form, sending on a message to a solicitor within the practice. In terms of clients' contact with the service, there's various ways. One is to just go to the website and fill in the intake form. Another one, you can just call the centre directly on 96987277. Those are the main ways to contact the service.
And what about accessibility to the centre? Is it easy for people to get there?
We're based in Redfern, which is just on the perimeters of the main city centre of Sydney, and there is a railway station about 10 minutes from our centre called Redfern Station. There's also a variety of buses that access Redfern as well. We don't have parking just in our centre, so it's just on the street parking. But there is some parking allocated to disability parking spaces near our centre. And I think the best way, though, if possible, is to access it via public transport.
That's great to know. So, Sam, are there any police accountability webinars or training sessions that are coming up for community workers?
Yes, there's lots. So the main way to access those resources is to go to the website, the RLC Redfern Legal Centre website, and then click on News and Events. There's a range of free webinars to do with police powers and fines. You can also access fact sheets by going to the website and clicking on resources.
And are there any newsletters or email alerts that people can subscribe to so they can be kept up to date with what's coming up for the Redfern Legal Centre?
Yes, there's a fabulous e-bulletin that has been put out by Communications Manager Finn. I believe that comes out quarterly, and that contains a range of information about the various practices within Redfern and the work that we have been doing. To subscribe to that e-bulletin, you can again go to our website and click on Contact Us and send a quick message that you'd like to receive the e-bulletin.
Wonderful. And what about social media? Where can we find Redfern Legal Centre on social media?
Yes, our main social media portals are Facebook and Instagram. If you just type in Redfern Legal Centre, you will see our site there. Otherwise, obviously, our website is the main source of information.
Great. And just to finish off, what's the one thing that you would like anyone who needs to report an issue with police to know?
After doing this job for a few years now, I'd like to tell people who are thinking about contacting the service that you're not alone. It's definitely not easy speaking out about police behaviour. We totally understand that at Redfern Legal Centre. We have a lot of experience in assisting people who have had not a good experience with police. So I would encourage anyone to pick up the phone and to let them know that police powers do have limits, and there are some recourse that we can explore. I'd also like to give some people's tips in regards to any interaction with police. Some tips that we give people mainly is that you can legally film police in public, and sometimes a picture tells 1,000 words. You can write down what happened as soon as possible, including the date, time, location, and description of the officers and the incident. Also, a good tip is to go to your GP if you have sustained any injuries from police, and that ensures that those injuries are recorded, or to go to your hospital as soon as possible. But the best thing to do after that is to contact a CLC like ours, or reach out to another free legal service.
That was great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sam, and for letting us shine the spotlight on the police accountability practice at Redfern Legal Centre.
Well, thank you for having me, Pauline. It's wonderful to be able to share the practice and what it does. It's a very niche area, and it's important that people across New South Wales know that it's a free service and available to them.
That was our guest, Samantha Lee, from the Redfern Legal Centre Police Accountability Practice. As always, you will find links to all the websites and resources mentioned in this episode listed in our show notes, or you can email us to cle@legalaid.nsw.gov.au. This has been Spotlight On. Thank you for listening. Goodbye, everyone.